Watch this.
Okay, well,
yeah, no more graceful way to end a round than burning to death.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Kodiak Bricks, and I make stuff. Now, I bet you're wondering, what is this dino simulator that we've never played before? Well,
not a single time.
not even a once. I'm here to tell you that, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we're going to be stuck on this 11% for the next hour. Oh, okay. Now, it's the Isle. Fun game. Check it out. I don't know if it technically counts as an indie game. I don't think it is, question mark?
No.
I need to do more homework.
It's not exactly a big developer, but
it's
I don't
not
think it's indie either.
Sure. I'm big. Oh, okay, there we go. Yes.
Can you make up your mind?
Can it? Can you read between the lines? See that which is not there?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Also, I just love DJ Baked Potato. I need to look through the server names, or like the people on the server usernames more often.
There we go.
Hey, there he is.
Oh.
Hoi hoi!
Okay, so based on what I did offline,
Okay.
we should be relatively close together.
Hey chat, the moon's out. Oh, that's actually very pretty. Okay. Back to task. Oh. So how's your day been?
Normal.
Normal day?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you can ask for. I was gonna say, your boy was in a tiny car accident today.
Yeah, you were talking about that.
So I'm okay, the other driver's okay, everyone involved was okay. Thankfully, it was just one of those, like, Looney Tunes ass accidents. So we got some snow here in Utah, and even for the kind of snow we normally get, this storm was something else. And so I'm driving to work, it took me a little over an hour to even get to work today. It's like, why is there no jump button?
Well,
there we go. Haha.
just brute force it.
Yeah. But, I'm heading back, and the roads have been plowed.
These don't feel small or what?
I can't help but notice that, as I come up over the top of a hill, they have failed to plow the remainder of the lane that I'm in. unfortunately, due to the confidence that the previously plowed lane afforded me, I was operating under the impression that I could go relatively quickly. So I hit this, like, sleet ice pack, and I continue my forward momentum, but the vehicle starts turning. Now, this is not my first rodeo. This might not even be my second. So I'm turning the steering wheel to keep the, like, wheels of my car in my forward direction, so that when I get traction again and slow down enough by cautiously applying the brakes, then I can continue on the path that I was on. As well and great as that plan is, I hit a patch of dry, which caused me to gain traction again, much faster than I was anticipating, and so I ended up overcorrecting. The nose of my car turns almost completely around, and I am now going backwards at roughly 40 miles an hour. NBD, except for the car that was in the other lane frantically trying to slow down to avoid me. And, to put it delicately, we kissed. But I was able to kind of, like, use the bump from them hitting me to flip the car around. We both pulled off to the side. I made sure they were okay. I was fine. And it was all just superficial damage on the vehicle. So, no one was hurt. Looney Tunes ass car accident. We exchanged information, but I don't plan on filing a claim. I would be very surprised if they do. But yeah. So that was me going backwards at roughly 40 miles an hour.
Well, good job.
Thanks. This is just sheer...
Yeah, we probably shouldn't go up that way. Just given our tendency to snap our leggies.
I'm gonna say not a lot of calcium in a dinosaur's diet. I'm gathering.
Well, it's not for lack of strength. It's for excess of weight.
That might also do it.
T-Rex is kind of pushing it as far as the maximum size of a biped in the first place.
Sure. Drink over here. Hi, handsome. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Licorice. You silly boy.
I hear
easy.
something. Do you hear that?
I do.
Any idea where it's coming from?
Not a clue.
Mm.
I feel pretty good about this one. Licorice, you stomping on the desk is making me think that there are footsteps in the game.
I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah. Okay. Be very, very quiet. Dino hunting season. So I can't recall if I've asked this before, Aaron, but what is your favorite dinosaur?
Allosaurus.
Allosaurin with the boys. Any particular reason, or is it just because they're fucking rad?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
I haven't heard them since I walked up here. So I don't think they're that way.
My gut is pointing me towards this watering hole that's up yonder.
Maybe. I need food like real bad.
Yeah.
How is the water hole on its side?
I don't know.
That's not how water works.
There's the ring. awkward if this ramp doesn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, we made it somewhere.
Maybe the real dinosaur
Danny
was
connected and entered channel.
the friends we made along the way. Howdy! Keith?
There we go. Hello?
There we go. Howdy!
Hi.
How goes it?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. I'm streaming with my buddy Aaron. Aaron, this is Keith.
Hi, Aaron.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Indubitably. Do you happen to have the aisle?
The Isle?
Yes.
Does not sound familiar.
It is a survival, resource management, open world multiplayer game. Except you're all dinosaurs.
That's awesome. I presume Steam.
Yes. Gonna say, if you'd like to download that, I'd say you're more than welcome to join.
Why are you suddenly echoing?
Oh, I think, Keith, you have open back headphones, yeah?
I don't have headphones on quite yet, but I have been muted. But that's probably part of it. I'll go get them right now, though.
Okay, thanks.
Does it sound like it's getting closer? Oh, I'm starting to take damage from hunger.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's still raining.
Yeah. We have to track by sound right now. Watch your step, Dave.
Yep, I just saw it.
Ow. And I can't hear them anymore. Cliff,
Yep. This is gonna be awkward.
I feel like we better just head the other way.
Sounds good. I did notice on my side of the river that there's a trail going up the other side of the ravine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a smidge precarious.
For you.
Rain stopped. Oh, sun's coming up.
Yep.
Okay, I'm actually gonna turn my lights off real quick so I can see the screen a bit better. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking around the tree line trying to see if I can spot anything right off the bat.
Ow. Yeah, I'm hurting.
Yeah. Like I said last time, it's not for lack of trying.
You weren't the one I was worried about.
Spencer running dick first into that nest of aces. the swamp and or something is down this way.
I have a general idea of where we're at.
Gotcha. Big old waterfalls. Some kind of castle up there above the waterfalls.
Nope, there we go.
Oh. Well. Not my baby. I guess technically not my baby. Nope.
Better at least eat me.
I am.
This sounds quite intriguing.
It is a game.
I mean, if you guys are sure it's okay that I jump in, then I'm downloading it. But
Yeah, I don't mind. Aaron?
No, that's fine.
it's still downloading, so it says it's going to be another minute.
Gotcha. But yeah, one of my favorite YouTubers covered this game, and it seemed interesting enough to pick up. So here we are.
Fair enough.
And of course I hear an ace now. God damn it. Hang out here by the body. So I was telling Chad earlier, and I got into a bit of a fender bender.
In your work van?
No, actually, in my personal car.
It's even worse.
It is, except it was one of those like Looney Tunes ass fender benders. No one was hurt, and like the whole situation was just like don't get me wrong, I recognize it could have been measurably worse. But as far as it went, I like came up over the hill, and the lane that I was in was like basically at the top of the hill, no longer plowed. Like the snow plow had shifted lanes, and so what had been clear road was now like slush and sleet. And I was unfortunately at speed, and so I ended up, the front of the car started drifting. It started turning sideways, so I'm keeping my wheels like straight so that when I get traction and start, slowing down, I can course correct the vehicle and transition over to the other lane that was clear.
Yeah.
Well, with my wheels turned to the side, I hit a sudden dry patch, which sent me into a spin. And the first thing I spun into was another person in the lane next to me. And the best way I could really describe it is our cars just kind of kissed with me going backwards at 40 miles an hour. But we were both able to pull off and chat with each other. They were okay, I was okay, everyone was okay. So we're all fine here. How are you?
Well, I'm glad that everybody ended up being okay.
Yeah.
I've been in a similar, not really similar, but kind of where the front two cars we didn't actually hit, but almost kissing, and we both just stopped and looked at each other and were like, both like deer in the headlights, like
Yeah.
woo. Yeah.
It's one of those, like, if I could save and reload, like, that incident, I, of course, would have not been, like, going as fast in that lane.
Yeah.
But it also occurred to me it could have been sick as hell if I had, like, acted fast enough to throw my vehicle into reverse. But I don't think, like, by the time I noticed their car, they were already kissing me, so.
Yeah.
Food.
I got loaded in to the game whenever.
Cool. So you'll go to the servers and type in noobs, NOOBZ.
Yeah.
We're in number 2, right, Aaron?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, something. Let us know when you are in, and I will send you an invite to our group. We are Tyrannosauruses, by the way.
Yeah. I see a map loading in, or a island.
Did you pick a Tyrannosaurus?
Not yet.
Okay.
Carnivore.
Yep.
Curious.
Saurus. Oh, you can do all sorts of like colors and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. No, you can fully customize what your dinosaur ends up looking like. Aaron and Vargas always end up like picking sick ass color patterns, and mine always look like fucking shit.
Oh, Kodiak. You're all the way on the other side of Lake Titan from me.
Uh-oh.
I say we meet up at the lake.
Okay, I'm waiting by the body here until it despawns.
Yeah, I just got in.
Or you get hungry.
I've just been eating, like, picking at it as it goes. But yeah, my hunger's full at the moment. Sorry, Keith, you said you're in?
Yeah.
Let's see, you are... fuck is your username again?
Script Eddie.
That's the one. Yep, right there at the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yep, and you're all the way over there. Cool.
Oh, how far can you swim?
Not very.
Not very.
I'll start hoofing it around the lake.
So, the kind of twist of this game, so to say, because obviously it's your, like, Rust or Daisy or whatnot, you're a bunch of players in, like, an open arena, scavenging for supplies and occasionally fighting each other. The asterisk of that, as I'm sure you've acutely picked up on, is that we are dinosaurs. And Soviet Womble, in his video, he talks about this game has Twist A and Twist B. Twist A has been, like, noticed by the broader community, but Twist B is, pardon me, the much more interesting one. Hi, Garlic. Did you barely make it onto the desk? Yeah. Hi. Twist A is that we're all dinosaurs, so unlike Rust or Daisy or whatnot, you're not gonna get taken out by some motherfucker that you, like, never even knew was there, because all of your weapons are melee. You know, as I have frequently joked in these streams, it's not like there's gonna be a Ceratosaur up on the hill with, like, a Car 98. But, you know, that's Twist A, right? The herbivores have to find little, like, berry bushes for food. They can't just eat, like, the grass or trees or whatnot. They have to find, like, specific berry bushes for some reason. Carnivores, self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But where this gets interesting is that you know, this gets into Twist B, which doesn't seem to have been noticed by the gaming community at large, or the game developer community at large, I should say. Because there are, so far, a couple of other games, like one where you're dragons, a couple other ones where you're dinosaurs as well and whatnot. So that twist has been noticed. But Twist B is that, yes, there are, like, AI in the game that are running around that you can eat as carnivores, but eventually you get large enough that that's just not going to satiate you, nor would you be able to, like, find a whole lot. Which means the other players become the food source. And so Twist B is forcing the players into the food chain in a diegetic way.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I am currently playing on controller, because it does have controller support, but you have a couple of different... Oh, boy. And that's a broken leg. Cool. Crunch. Alright, well, we'll hang out here for a bit. Oh, nice. But... you have, like, a night vision that you can toggle when it gets dark, or even when it's light. You don't have to, but...
yeah.
The nights here get proper dark. Then you have, like, a smelling mechanic that will allow you to track down, like, water, as well as, like, carrion and or tracks whenever those are around.
Okay.
On controller, it's you hold Y. I don't remember what it is on.
I think it's Q.
Q
It
sounds about
is.
Yeah, the other thing you can do and what we're trying to work up towards, because for some godforsaken reason I decided to pick male for once, but when you're an adult you can create nests that allow people to spawn, like, at your location so that we don't have to do what we're doing right now, which is all having to find each other.
Okay.
Even though I'm an adult, I'm a dude and therefore am useless.
Yeah, I went with the female.
Good choice. Oh. How are we looking?
He's supposed to be in bed, but he decided he was gonna come out,
Yeah.
and he wants headphones like I have. There, you mentioned a castle earlier, and then I noticed there's like a pillar kind of thing on one of the mountains over there.
Oh, the, like, dome thing?
It's a radio tower's the best thing I can explain for it.
Oh, yeah. No, they're, like, human structures that are around.
Okay.
This one's a bit of a false start. I haven't seen a single thing alive since I got started, so I'm gonna starve to death.
Oh, boy.
Probably.
I am
Yeah.
noting that carnivores are particularly tricky to play.
I am
Yeah.
glad to hear that because I'm kind of noting the same. I haven't really found much.
Part of it is the server is at near capacity. So AI spawns list often when there are more players.
Makes
But
sense.
it,
There is also like a global type chat system, and that will, anytime you like type in it, your guy will make like an involuntary dinosaur noise.
Okay.
So that's also just kind of a neat detail. Also, I probably should mention, just so it's, I guess, kind of stated, the linkage. Aaron, Keith is the DM who's running, the campaign where I'm a bear. And Aaron is the DM where, most of us are barbarians.
Okay. That's awesome.
Best highlight of King Crimson so far? I gotta say the ambassador shit. That has been such a solid bit. So I don't know if I've told you about this, Keith, but our de facto leader, like many of us, has a charisma of -1. And somehow, at one point, Aaron had prepared this, like, big dungeon for us to go fight our way through, and, you know, a whole lot of boss fights, whole lot of, like, trap rooms, whole bunch of other things. But the guards kind of, like, stop us at the entrance, and they're like, "Who are you?" And our leader, kind of out of nowhere, just goes on this whole tirade about, like, "Who am I? Who am I? I'm the fucking ambassador! What do you mean? Like, who am I? Like, how dare you?" And goes off on this whole, like, thing. And Aaron is just kind of like, roll performance? Natural 20. So, trying to save face, they're like, "Oh, so sorry, Ambassador, you know, right this way, we'll take you in." And I could tell you, like, wanted this dungeon to go a different way, Aaron, by the fact that you kept giving us, like, performance checks. You kept having different people in the dungeon be like, "Wait, who the fuck is the ambassador? Who are you?" But he kept getting high fucking rolls on his charisma checks. So we just managed to get, like, I think we ended up killing, like, 1 or 2 people in, like, isolated rooms that rolled high enough to see through the bullshit. But generally speaking, we managed to get through pretty much the entire dungeon just on charisma alone, as a party of barbarians.
Oh man. That's like, in combination, like, frustrating and amazing all at once.
Well, Aaron was furious. Well, like, I shouldn't speak for you, but it was my perception that you were furious.
Hey Dave, we
Howdy.
meet up just in time for you to watch me die, eat my corpse again.
God damn it.
At this point, I'm just like feeding Dave.
I mean, I was at one point gonna joke, like, you know, it may be quote-unquote cheating to, like, do that. But that does seem to softly be our tactic, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yes, kind of like that.
Like, sometimes you just set the entire cave of spiders on fire.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary. They say blowtorches aren't, or modern day weapons aren't in D&D.
Oh, maybe that.
Oh, maybe I won't die.
Just a matter of finding the bitch.
It sounded close.
It did, yeah, which is why I turned around.
Holy crap. Yeah, that night vision is important, is
Yes.
the crap.
Oh, that's you. Okay. Where the fuck is this guy?
I heard footsteps over here.
Coming your way. just get stuck on a tree. That's good.
I found a trail.
Trails are good.
Do you hear that? We're right on top of it. Damn it.
Ah, shit. Right as I fucking find it. God damn it.
I'll be right behind you too. I'm sure.
Well, King Dave eats again. To my chagrin.
Alright.
Except since you died in the trees, I actually can't find you.
Can you give me a invite?
Sure.
King Bubs Gonzola Supreme.
Oh, there you are. You get the fuck back here. Oh, there's someone else over here. Interesting.
What is it?
Some other kind of carnivore. Didn't get a good look at him. I can't see fucking anything in these goddamn trees. I feel like a tank in the worst way possible.
Do we have to be the same species?
Server rules, yes. Technically, no.
Okay. That's fine, I do not mind. I'll need another invite when you get a minute, Dave.
Yep. I think there might be raptors. Ah, fuck! Not a raptor! Not a raptor! Oh god!
What is it?
I have no fucking idea, but it's huge! Nope, I'm dead. Cool.
Was it a Giganotosaurus?
It might have been a giga.
Dave.
I was so close to you too.
Alright. Well, on the bright side, I could pick a different fucking preset. Crunch. Alright, well, I'll need an invite.
How do you send an invite? To just...
I got him covered.
Yeah.
Alright, heading your way. Man, I feel so tiny now.
Mm-hmm.
You say he came up, he bit me on the ass, and then he. I'm sure he's now enjoying dinner.
I could not be more let down. We've been playing T-Rex for 3 straight days, and we've got a grand total of 0 kills.
I feel we did alright as the Allosauruses up until the point where we just ran into a single player and got murked. Though in fairness, I do think a portion of that was us biting each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's a geyser! I was say, speaking of the weather, the real trip I'm not particularly looking forward to is I get to go to Casper, Wyoming on Friday.
Oh.
Thankfully, it's the last time we'll ever need to go out there. But it is a tiny solace in the face of everything else.
Yeah, especially with all the crazy weather that we've been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got like 16 inches up here.
Let's say we were a little closer to 10 down this way. But I don't know. I'm not trying to think about what Wyoming looks like right now.
Yeah.
Let me get to check something, actually. Is that it? Oh, I see. Okay. I heard him, but where did he go? No, those are mine. Okay. This game had directional audio. That'd be peak.
Doesn't it?
I don't believe so.
Then how how have I been hearing things this whole time?
Maybe I'm just more attuned to the directional audio of Siege, but...
Finally caught something.
Well done. Where the fuck did you go? That was a nice little snack.
Snack is good. Okay, Dave. What's your coordinates? Just the first 3 digits matter. First 3 from the left.
Lat 631, long -313.
Oh boy. You're in the positives and I'm in the negatives.
Cool. I mean, I can see your little icon.
I'm just checking how far away we are.
Sure.
In other words, a long way.
There you are. hungry. Get back here.
What you hunting?
Looks like an ace.
Ace.
Or whatever the little Ike or the two-horned AI.
Avas.
Avas, those are the ones.
What? Oh.
You gotta run out of stamina eventually. So I know I'm about to.
Yep. That's kind of the way it goes with them. When you're small. That's a cliff.
Oh. We lose you, Keith?
Yep, I died.
Damn it.
Whenever you're able to throw me an invite. See the don't thing you were mentioning earlier.
Oh! Well. So much for my meal.
What?
Some fucking Allosauruses just showed up.
Yeah, I know that one.
Holy shit, there are like 6 of them. What the fuck? They might also be hunting me, so that's cool.
Yep, that's about right as well. How many Allosaurs are you allowed to have?
Well, they found me. Yep. Yeah, they got me.
Oh, okay. So they're allowed to have up to 13.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Only the really big ones have a hard limit like we have.
Gotcha. Well, it was a good life lived. Alright, someone want to chuck me an invite?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm on the other island. Cool.
You're where I just came from.
Well, while I'm on my way, I might check out this little, like, harbor facility over here. I've been curious about that.
Not a lot there, but by all means.
Yeah, gotta love that I hunted my fucking Ava straight into a pack of goddamn Hellosaurs.
Mm-hmm. That sure is how it goes.
You just have...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Do you have to just stumble across their tracks, or
You can
It's
kind of
more-
hear their calls first, is the indicator.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's mostly by sound. And then you follow the tracks when you get closer.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to try something. I will be right back, actually. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
I turned up my settings so that maybe I'll be able to see, like, the little trails better.
Interesting.
Because I had everything on low, and I tried changing it in-game earlier, but that didn't work. Yeah, another invite if you... There it is. Oh, I hear shenaniganry.
A whole shenaniganry, huh?
Fled down the cliff.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cliffs can be unexpectedly dangerous.
Yeah. I am in again.
Find you. Roll past you. Pardon me. I am not seeing you. Oh, there you are.
I'm here. Promise.
Hey, you're down the hill from me.
Yeah, look at that.
Handy.
I had an inkling I might be. Raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring.
As a small heads up, in case it wasn't mentioned, you won't be able to smell anything while it's raining.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Yeah, the rain dampens the smell.
Makes sense.
Hello there.
Hi. sounds you hear that, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Sounds like it's coming from this way to me, yeah?
I mean, we can go check it out. I don't particularly like the noise, but
Oh, I don't. If it sounds bad, we can not.
oh, it's more. I don't know what the noises in the game are yet. Like, I recognize the prey, the AI, like Ava's, and that's about it. Everything else is like, it is mysterious, therefore it is dangerous.
Understandable.
Yeah, I am also on my last pings of hungry. There's the ring. So you may end up eating my body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of snow, howdy Maneke. As I told earlier in stream, I actually got into a bit of a fender bender this morning, but thankfully of the cartoonish variety, no one was hurt. So. Yeah, I hit a patch of sleet, started drifting, and I was turning my wheels so that I could follow the path of my car. But then I caught a dry spot, which flipped me 180, to which another car proceeded to ever so gingerly just kiss mine. And then we were able to I was able to flip back around, we pulled off to the side of the road. No one was hurt, very, very minimal damage.
Terrible damage.
Yep. Uh-oh, battle damage.
You just need to get the big car band-aids now.
Yep. Like, the damage to their vehicle could be remedied with a sponge, and then I just have to pop my bumper, like, back into place.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to smell when it's raining again.
Yep. So, that would be how a fender bender can be cartoonish.
Well, why can't I just open my mouth while it rains to refill my water?
Yes, I will need to find a comically large band-aid for sure. Outside of that, yeah, it's definitely, as I said, the Casper, Wyoming trip that I'm not looking particularly forward to. Because that is normally a 6.5 hour drive. Oh hey, behind us.
Hey, look at that.
Should we go fuck him up?
Yeah.
Oh, did he just disappear?
Yeah.
God damn it.
There was 2 of them.
There were?
Looked like it.
I only saw one, but... Bacon Band-Aid or Jesus Band-Aid. But yeah, that is normally a 6.5 hour drive one way. Oh yeah, I think they left the game, question mark? Because I feel like I would have seen them turn and run.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nice.
God damn it. Alright, well, back to it.
On the road again.
Yeah, there is nothing in Casper. I'm aware of this, which is precisely why I'm going. There is one tiny, tiny little credit union out there that thankfully we no longer have the contract for, but we do have a, like, remote monitoring device in it.
There's a little guy down here on the beach.
Where?
I'm pointed right at him.
Oh shit, yeah, I see him.
Okay. Is it on the beach? On the beach?
On the beach, on the beach.
Yeah.
Is it a player?
Possibly.
Because you're not allowed to hunt juvenile players who haven't left the beach.
Ah. Noted. Yeah, I don't think
But
it's
as
AI.
soon as he touches the grass, you can go after him.
It's paying me no mind. I
Yeah,
assume an
he's-
AI would be running.
Stepping on the beach, do 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 do. Yeah, he's just chilling. I am probably gonna die of starvation pretty soon here,
Yeah.
but we can keep going.
I got excited. That was like the second time I've seen somebody.
Well, we literally, like, I'll clip it in the VOD. We turn around, I see the guy you're talking about, and then he just blips out of existence.
Yeah.
Whoop, shadow.
Not the spooky.
Only a little.
Yeah.
I love that, like, starving to death causes you to look all, like, cut up.
Yeah.
Because eventually it just starts to do damage to you. So.
Right, I'm just saying, I love that there's no other way to express, like, damage in this game.
Mm-hmm. It would be fun if your dinosaur just got more and more skinnier.
Just this emaciated, like, you can see the ribs of the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you've read the server rules, Aaron, because I should probably go and read those at some point.
Yeah, I did. I did owe that statement.
Yeah, most of them are just logic if you think like a if you're trying to roleplay a dinosaur,
Sure.
the pack limits make sense but are a little arbitrary.
Yeah.
And then just, fair play, like, don't attack people who have just spawned on the beach. If somebody gives you friendly calls and you give friendly calls back, don't backstab them.
Yeah.
I didn't like that sound.
So yeah, hopefully this should be the last time we end up going out to Casper, because we just have to retrieve our equipment. However, with the snow, I'm wondering if it's going to be closer to like an 8 or 9 hour drive, which is, yeah, that is definitely going to make going into Saturday fun.
Yeah. With any luck, it'll stop snowing and they'll get the roads all plowed. So
Hopefully.
I haven't looked at the any weather reports though. So
The other possibility is, oh no, we will absolutely charge them on the added time. Partially, we're charging for this trip anyway because even though we like ended our contract, we asked if they would be able to like pack up our stuff and just send it back to us via UPS, and they said no. It's like, all right. All right, you're getting the bill though. Oh, that's an Ava.
That's what we like to call food.
I might die before we find it, but we will see. Take all of their suckers. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Report me? Oh yeah, it's raining. I can't smell it.
Yeah, it's been raining for like 8 hours in game. Because it rained all day and now it's raining into the night.
Yep.
I found it, Dave.
Oh, coming to you.
The Triceratop thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's an Avasaurus question mark.
Avaceratops.
Avaceratops, that's the one.
Good hunting.
Trying to chase it back to you.
We should have told them about control.
Oh, the sneak?
Yeah.
Yep, it provides if you sneak for long enough, it provides a little, double arrow thing will pop up, and it'll give you a momentary, speed boost.
Okay.
Not super good in a chase, but really good when you're stalking prey.
Yep.
I'm out of stamina. I'm gonna sit for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty low myself, but I also can't afford to let this bitch go.
Yeah.
You just gotta be persistent and not lose it.
Yeah, I'm following the tracks right now.
I can still see it. Trying to kind of cut it off.
Right as it stops raining. Beautiful. This slippery little bitch. He's got to rest eventually.
You do eventually.
Alright, cheers, boss. Thanks for tuning in. I appear to have lost the tracks. Nope, there I go. Okay.
Did you die?
Oh well. Yep. Ba-ba-ba. All right. Oh, I'm on a beach.
Means you're probably not too far away.
You want to toss me an invite?
Yeah, I'm on the chase right now.
Gotcha. Hi, handsome. That's a licorice baby. Hello.
Yeah, got it.
Nice.
How do I do it? And I can send it to you.
I
No
got him
worries.
already.
Yep, I'm right down the beach from you.
Cool.
Cockpit.
Nice cock.
Thank you. Hi, licorice. You being silly? I think you are. Hi, dude. Hi. Yeah. Do you got a parrot dad right now and just sit on the back of his neck? He appreciates it. I promise. All right. Yep. This is his spot now. I would fucking love to have a licorice emote for my channel. Okay, you're allowed to sit on me like a parrot. You are not allowed to stab me. Yeah, handsome?
That is completely unreasonable, Father.
Right?
Licorice would say.
Like, I don't know how to impress upon you that I'm kind of, like, leaning forward with my neck down, looking over my glasses, because he is sitting on my neck. Baby boy, I love you. He's currently making biscuits on my back shoulder.
I don't at all doubt how inconvenient that is. On the other hand, I was doing a cat.
Yes.
That is what the cat would think.
Hi, licorice. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck. Hi. Yeah? What? Alright, all done? All done? Can Dad sit up? Thanks. Hi, silly boy. You're a little licorice man, huh? Yes, you are. Can't remember if I ever told the story on stream of how I adopted this little sucker.
I don't think you have.
He, oh wow. How far back do I want to go? So, 2019, I was in a polyamorous relationship with a nesting partner, and things were not going super great. There was kind of a breakdown in communication, which you really can't, like, have in a polyamorous relationship. No, any relationship, I guess, is the asterisk there. But she and I agreed that we would sort of, like, we effectively broke up and were like, all right, we'll see ourselves out to the end of our lease, and then at the end of our lease we'll go our separate ways. And to cope with the stress of that, I just kind of fell into work. And so I think we broke up in, like, October? Question mark? Might have been November. But effectively, we were like, okay, you know, we'll see ourselves out to the end of our lease, which is in March. And I come home New Year's, like, day, because I had to work. And I lived in Orem at the time, and it was like an hour and a half commute, like, on a good day, but especially when there's, like, snow and the roads are kind of shit, it took me, like, 2.5 hours to get home. So I get home, and everything is gone. All of my clothes are, like, in a pile, pulled out of the drawers because the drawers have been taken.
Ooh,
So
spooky.
spooky what?
Oh, I'm not sure what those are, but I just saw a group of 3 something big walking down the beach. I can't quite make it out in the dark, but if it had been daytime, I think they would have saw me.
Good times. So yeah, I had a handful of dishes and like my clothes and like stuff I don't care about, right? Like stuff is stuff. I was bummed about some of the things that got, you know, taken when she left. But the real thing I was fucking devastated about were my cats. Mango and Bok Choy. And like, cause they, you know, I'm over it, like, for the most part now. Like, it's still somewhat sore. But, like, I adopted them, I took care of them, and, you know, she took them with. And I believe in large part she did that because she knew it would fucking sting. And yeah, I mean, she was right. But I'm there in an empty apartment, New Year's Day, and I'm just kind of seeing red. And all I remember was, like, I can't be in here, I need to go for a walk. So I went for a walk, and I accidentally, like, stumbled into an amazing, like, ramen place, that somewhat calmed me down for a bit. But, give or take about a week, I'm conferring with one of my old friends, because, like, what do you fucking do, right? Like, I'm sleeping on a cot that I had, like, pulled out of what was left of my camping equipment. And I'm just coming home to this, like, empty apartment every single night. And I think my friend correctly identified that was, like, taking much more of a toll on my psyche than anything else was. So she was like, hey, come with me after work. Or rather, like,
I just got it, and it ate it.
That's not, I will finish off what's left here. Sounds like there's another one nearby.
Yeah, I need some water, though.
Gotcha.
You're probably
But
gonna have to go a little inland for water.
Probably.
The beach is pretty barren, given you can't drink the salt water.
For some reason. But she went to, like, Petco or whatnot, and she calls me, oh, hey!
Found it.
Ow!
Did I get you? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It happens.
It's a fairly common occurrence to bite your friends.
Yep. Okay, I may need to lay down, actually. Goddamn, I am bleeding hard. Okay. So they're like, hey, I need, like, you need to come meet these cats. Like, the ones here are delightful. There's one in particular, he's very talkative, and very personable. I think you'll like him. You don't need to make any decisions, but I think you'll like him. And I appreciated that friend a lot, like, in that moment and in retrospect, because, I think they understood more of what I was going through than I was willing to admit. Which was what I needed at the time. So I'm like, alright, you know, it's been my motto for a long time to say, like, yes to as many experiences and things as I can. And she was right. Like, I didn't need to make a decision. My apartment was fucking empty. I had a pile of clothes and a, like, cot to my name. So... the fuck is that?
That is never a good statement to hear, Dave.
It's loud and it's angry.
There's two, looks like potentially Spinosauruses down on the beach. I can see them from my vantage point.
Beach?
Yeah, the down away from
Oh,
where
I
you're
see
at.
them. Oh, they're coming towards us. We should make ourselves scarce.
Yep, I'm ahead of you. Bye.
Cool. Well, while we run for our lives, I show up. My friend is there, and they've got some of the cats like off in a little playroom. We're like, okay, you know, hi, howdy, and I'm interacting with all the sweet kittens. But she was absolutely right. One in particular was very talkative, very personable, and the more and more time I spent with him, and this adorable little boy was named Fangs. Aptly so, because anytime he looked at you, you could just see the little, like, tips of his little fangs. He's my little vampire. A sweet little vampire man. I was like, okay, he's cute. And he's, like, I've had a Maine Coon in the past, and they were easily one of the most, like, expressive cats I had ever interacted with. Fangs was much more, like, expressive and talkative than, like, even that Maine Coon Cheeto. And, I'm like, okay, you know, this sweet little guy. And bless my old friend, because they start asking questions. They're like, oh, you know, how much for the adoption fee? And they're like, we actually have, like, a sale going on right now. Most of the adoption fees are waived. You basically pay for, like, the shots and whatnot. So it's like $40. And my friend looks at me, and I look back, and I'm kind of in my mind, the council is starting to form. And we're like, okay, yes, we have $40 in our bank account right now. Like, that's not, you know, we can swing that. But can we afford bringing this cat back to, like, an environment with no enrichment? You know, with other members of the council pointing out how, like, close the loss of Mango and Bok Choy were. And I'm just like, good lord. You know, I came to the conclusion that no, like, I can't afford to deprive this sweet, personable cat of an environment with, you know, I can't deprive them of enrichment. I can't bring them back to my boring-ass place. But I continued to play because I was feeling a lot better. And as the walls of my decision-making started to come down, you know, I kept losing ground. It was like, okay, alright, you know, he's cute, but we can't name him, right? Like, he's already got a name, but it is our family tradition that we give all of our pets food names. We have broken that here and there, but historically speaking, it is a macabre kind of in-joke. And so, I'm like, we can't give him a name, right? But he's doing sweet things. There's talk of, like, avoiding all of the adoption fees, and everything that kind of comes with that. And at one point, he lays on his back, because he's playing with a toy, and I can see his belly, and he's stretching out.
Mm.
And I can't help but notice that this sweet black cat isn't all black. For starters, he's got a little, like, white bow tie on his chest, where his mom's printer ran out of ink. But his belly fur, very specifically, it wasn't black, it was brown. Oh! Did something get you? Or
No,
dehydration?
Dehydration.
Okay. I was like, do I need to not go that way?
You should be safe.
Let's see if I can find your body. Well, F and whatnot. Nope, that's a rock. Not sure how far ahead of me you were.
I was a little ways. But looks like I'm on the other side of the lake.
Gotcha. But the specific tone of his fur is reminding me very heavily of when you bend licorice. Black licorice specifically, the kind of texture it takes on there. So I am not finding your body. Goddamn. I'm also not seeing any water. This fucking barren wasteland.
Right?
So my friend almost kind of reading me in a way. They look at me and they're like, yeah, Fangs is a pretty cute name. I like it. She said, what was that? And I said a little louder, licorice. And her eyes kind of got wide and she did the O face because she knew exactly what that meant. And so we paid the adoption fees. She was so sweet. She got me like a carrier and a couple of toys. Because while I could afford like him, I really couldn't afford much else. Especially considering starting at that point, I was paying a $1,400 lease on my own. Which was not fun, would not recommend. Yes, I know I'm dying of dehydration. What of it? Speaking of, Aaron, I think I'm close to you.
We might be getting close. I've been moving towards you for a while.
Yeah. But I brought him home, and yes, it was an empty apartment, but putting the cat carrier in the corner and, like, setting out a little bed of towels for him, as well as, like, some of my flannels, and then just sort of, like, spreading the toys around, I got from him something so much more valuable than, like, what the... I don't necessarily want to say that $40 saved my life, but, like, he gave me a cause to fill the apartment. He gave me a cause to look forward to. It wasn't about making a living for me anymore. It was about making sure he was comfortable. And that I found at the time and to this day far more motivating than trying to fend for myself. And so that is the long-form version of how I adopted Licorice.
The long form version.
Well, the basic version is, went to Petco with a friend because I was sad. Saw a little guy. My friend was like, oh, he's named Fangs. And I'm like, nope, he's Licorice. And home he came.
I don't think I'd heard any of that story. So.
There you go. I say that's the short version.
That the short version is going in the highway for you. Don't come down this way. I broke my leg.
Oh, well. There's no other way to... I'm not going up.
Just grow wings.
There's a guy. Get him. Get him.
Get it?
Kodiak,
Oh.
he's running away.
Oh, I see him. I see him.
T-Rexes were just dragons. They should have wings.
I was gonna say, the story of adopting garlic is much, much more interesting.
More interesting than that.
Get back here, you chicken. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come
You
on.
can get him.
Die! Yeah! Alright. This is all yours when you heal up, because I might drop from dehydration pretty soon here. Oh hey, I can actually see you.
Yeah.
You are a tiny pixel moving across the beach.
Oh, are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi. Hello.
There's a lake on the other side of this, like, I don't know what you call it, this bay.
Mountain?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
ocean stab. Like, over
No, I see.
there, there's a
And there's
lake.
like a little canyon with a river. I don't know if I'll make it that far, though, is the problem.
I'm just saying, I know where water is. We
Sure.
can go there in hopes of getting there in time.
So, it was October of 2020, and I felt bad because by this point I had moved into a new apartment, with Licorice, you know, much cheaper, much more manageable than, the $1,400 a month.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading that way just in the hopes that
Yeah.
get to
We'll
water.
meet up. We'll meet up with him. We'll get to water, hopefully.
Sounds good.
It'll be cool.
It'll be good times.
You guys are heading east, right?
Possibly.
West.
North-ish is where we'll be heading from here.
I think I know about where it's at then that you're talking about. The one water source I found.
There you go. Yeah, I'm looking for... Beggars can't be choosers at this point. But... I felt real bad because I lived alone in this studio apartment. And, like, Licorice would be waiting for me when I got home. And it was super sweet. He was such a little baby. But I also, like, I ended up installing a, like, security camera. You know, given the nature of what I do and just who I am as a person. And I remember checking it one night. Hey, look, water. I remember, like, I was at work, and I got a feeling, so I decided to check it. And it only records when it sees motion. But I can pull up, like, a live view.
Mm-hmm.
And the first recording available was of me leaving that morning. So, like, you know, that one wasn't noteworthy. But immediately after is another recording, so I click on that one, and it was Licorice, like, walking up to the door and just kind of sitting by it and looking up at the door handle. And it broke my fucking heart. I was like, oh my god, like, little baby.
Of course, now that I'm full, AI just starts spawning everywhere.
Yeah, I've been hearing them as I've been running. So that was sort of the impetus, right? So I had the thought of another cat on my mind. And the same fucking friend who, helped me, like, adopt Licorice, we used to work together. And on the note of cameras, she pulled up our warehouse cameras, and was like, hey, I've been noticing these little tracks when I went to, like, take out the trash. So I checked the cameras, and sure enough, there's a little, cat that's running around back here.
Scared the crap out of me.
Oh, howdy.
Yeah, you don't want to roar like that a lot because it gives away your position.
Yeah, I was trying to chase him towards the water.
This one's down, so if you need food, go ahead.
If you don't mind, thank you.
And then if Kodiak gets to water, he can come back this way and eat with us.
Soon enough. I feel like I'm almost to the swamp over here. Nope, and I'm dead. Well.
Okay. I need to head to the water too, just a second, but I was leaving some of that behind.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're filled up.
Yeah, I'm done.
Up, beach. Cool.
Oh, you're on the beach still? That's so lucky.
Yeah, I'm full up. I'm gonna run to that water.
Yeah, if you need water, we can go right over there.
Yeah.
I haven't even aged up yet, and I'm so much bigger than you.
Yeah. I think that's part of why I didn't realize you were that close. And all of a sudden, something starts running after me as I'm running after the other thing. It's scared the crap out of me.
After the Ava.
Yeah.
Where was I? Right, so they noticed this little, like, cat on the cameras that had been, like, slinking around. And, you know, it was October, there was a little bit of snow on the ground, but, like, winter proper was coming up. And I felt so fucking bad for this poor little kitten, because so far as we could tell on the cameras, and they're not, like, the best quality, they're meant to see, like, objects and faces and, like, vehicles and whatnot. They're not meant for, like, the finer details.
Mm-hmm.
But what we could see was little bald patches. And we were like, oh, this poor thing has mange. You know, it's this poor cat's not gonna make it if it goes into winter. So for a couple of weeks, I set out food and water consistently. And every, like, lunchtime or so, I'd come back, the food would be gone, and the water would be low. So, like, it was getting eaten.
Careful on the descent, it's a little steep here.
Okay. See if I can't take a slightly different path.
But they're like, okay, you know, I'm able to eventually move the food and water into a animal trap.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I'll set it out, you know, it's like 8, 9 in the morning. I'll set it out, I'll put the food and water in here, and then, you know, tomorrow, or like, you know, before I leave for work, or before I leave work, I'll check it. And then, if need be, I'll, like, come and check it tomorrow morning. I hated the idea of leaving the poor thing in a cage overnight. But it's a secure facility. I can't, like...
There's something right next to us.
I bit him good, he's dead.
Oh, nice.
I was worried he might be going for you, so I just jumped on him.
Well, kill or be
That
killed.
works. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's too deep. It's making me swim.
Yeah, and he fell in the water too, so we can't get him to eat him.
Damn.
But that's okay. I'm pretty full up anyway.
Yeah. You need to start looking for something, but not too bad.
I need to probably go back and look for Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my way. So I wasn't stoked about the notion of potentially leaving this poor kitten, like, out in a cage all night. But, I set the trap, and then about lunchtime, I was like, I'm getting a feeling, I'll go check on it. So I round the corner to the little, like, area where I'd set up this trap.
I caught something for you.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what it is, but I got him.
Nice.
I'll take it. Thank you.
He let me walk right up to him and give him the chomp. Pretty sure he was just some AI, but whatever.
Oh, well.
Take it.
But I turned the corner, and if looks could kill, I would have been assassinated by the death glare I'm getting from inside the cage. From just the angriest looking cat I have ever fucking met. And I'm like, oh, hi. We're gonna take you in and warm you up. So I took her in the warehouse, and she was hissing and, thrashing up a storm. Understandably, I'd be pretty fucking pissed if I got captured.
Right.
But, I'm getting a closer look at her through the bars, and I realize she doesn't have mange. She's a tortoiseshell. So she's got mostly black fur with little patches of, bronze and copper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I can see on the cameras now how that would look like mange. But still, she is... now that I've got her, we can go, turn her into the Humane Society and get her, the medical attention that she needs.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm thinking about doing that. And I'm sure driving her back to my house... And I'm sure bringing her up the elevator into my apartment and immediately into the bathroom. And I'm like, man, taking this poor sweet thing to the Humane Society. I have... Okay, I'll put it this way. I have raised stray cats before.
Mm-hmm.
But those circumstances have all been cats that have approached me.
Mm-hmm.
This was a cat that I captured and was very upset about this fact. Again, understandably so. But I'm like, okay, let's give this some serious thought. Because Licorice has been very lonely.
Mm-hmm.
But this little cat, this thing's a kitten, right? She's, oh, hello. Oh my god, you're huge. Hi there.
Yeah, you want to know something else?
Huh. Oh god. Well done. Let's see, where am I at? 54. Cool.
I'm the big boy now. Or a girl, rather.
Indubitably.
Regardless. Look at the little bit of difference between you two, even.
Yeah.
Ah, those babies. Bubbles.
Little babies. Speaking of little babies, so I fully decide at that point, okay, I am not taking this sweet cat to the Humane Society. Yet. But I'm also not going to give her a name, just in case, I do end up not being able to acclimate her or get her, used to stuff. Oh, well. ain't that some shit?
Come back here, you. I have babies to feed.
It's nothing personal, we're just hungry.
Waterfall?
Maybe.
That are a lot of cars.
Tree. Why are my legs so tiny?
Got him.
Hey. Thank you, Mama.
That's what I was going to say.
But I schedule a vet appointment for her. Because I'm like, okay, she doesn't have mange, you know, but she's still a stray. There could be other stuff going on.
Right.
I would like to, like, get her the medical attention that she potentially needs.
Does it
Yeah,
disappear when you hit 100%, or is there only so many bites
No, there's
Yeah.
only so many bites, and like eventually, as the T-Rex, you can get large enough that those are like one bite, basically, like, one or two.
I'm also so big now that I can't eat this like flesh pile. So if you guys still have some,
I'm at
feel free
100,
to eat
but
it.
I can wait for a bit.
Yeah, I'm at 100 too.
But I schedule her a vet appointment, and then Dave does a dumb, and we love when
on.
Dave does a dumb. Because I decide, alright, I can let her, like, out of the carrier so that she can, like, explore the bathroom and get, you know, not, like, be able to stretch her tiny little legs. So I open the carrier, and I kind of, like, I maneuver my way back out, and I, like, close the door, and I turn to Licorice, and then it kind of dawns on me what I just did. And what I would then later have to do. Because I just scheduled a vet appointment for her, for the following day, granted. But I now have to get her back in the carrier. Now, Licorice, he's a little squirrely, right? Like, you know, but I can at least, like, deal and interact with him to get him in his carrier whenever we have to go somewhere. This is effectively a wild animal that I have just released in my bathroom. And so I'm like, oh, fuck. Right? God fucking damn it, why would I do this?
What are these tracks? Oh, these must be our tracks.
Yeah, they must be us. So Dave's a fucking idiot. And, I'm thinking, okay, you know, let's think up a battle plan for this, because I've got to get her, like, back in the carrier before I have to use the bathroom before I go to work tomorrow. So I managed to foster up a towel and an oven mitt. And I go to open the, like, bathroom door, and she's not there. She's not in the carrier, she's not in the tub. Oh, speaking of, hi, Garlic. Yeah, we are talking about you. Hi. Spoilers. But she's...
So, this is what I've been thinking the whole time with the way you've been telling this story. Like we don't already know who you're talking about. And are you familiar with the television program How I Met Your Mother?
Yes. Yes.
So if you weren't telling us the story of how you got these cats and you were just talking about random cats that you helped, That's kind of what that would be.
Fair enough. But so I'm like, okay, I have let a wild disappearing animal loose in my bathroom. Great. But then I sort of look and I realize that one of the cupboards isn't quite fully shut. And it's the one under the sink. And I open it up and I look inside and there are those lovely little daggers staring me down. So I'm like, hi, sweetness. I know this is awkward. And to my credit, I did not know her gender by this point. Not that cats particularly seem to care if you misgender them.
Right.
But I was like, okay, hi. I need to get you back in the carrier, and I understand that you really don't want that to happen. But she got herself all real, like, big and huffy as I go to reach in. And, so, I don't know if castle doctrine applies to dinosaurs. Or I guess manifest destiny, for that matter.
What?
Oh, Jared's in my chat, and he just said, I see you are killing dinosaurs. Are you on their land, or are they on your land? But I'm like, okay, you know, I reach in here with the, like, towel and the oven mitt. And, shock and awe, she does not wish to cooperate under any circumstances.
Right.
She's hissing, she's batting at the towel, she's batting at the oven mitt. And the problem is, between the maneuverability of the oven mitt and the towel, I really can't get a good grasp on her.
Right.
I guess I'm asking, who are the white dinosaurs? It might be us. Just might.
Oh. Who's that over the horizon?
Oh. Donde? Oh, hello there.
Kind of keeping his distance now.
And he just wants water.
There's plenty of river.
Right?
We should find that Ava.
Oh, he's dancing? Alright. Okay, well, I'll keep an eye on him. Yeah, he just wanted water.
Hey, I just caught a little guy up here.
Okay.
Come eat.
That one's all you, Keith.
My food's pretty high already. I'm at 82%, but
Don't pass up food when it's offered.
yeah, I'll take it. Where is it?
He's just a little guy. He's like right on the edge of the cliff here. Little brown thing. I'm going after the big one now.
Got him. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Nope, he sure hasn't. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, see? Dave's back. So, first, there's a gore pile over here, if you're even a little bit hungry.
Sure.
Second, Ash really wants you to finish your story.
We'll get there. I A, don't want to interrupt you guys, and B, yeah, this story takes time. We'll get there. So basically, I'm getting this, I'm getting stuff set up, and I'm like, okay, you know, she's not coming out with the towel. She's not coming out, unless I, like, absolutely kind of, you know, get in there without the towel, potentially exposing myself to being cut and bit by this, again, effectively wild animal at this point.
Right.
But I sort of also recognize that I'm not about to, like, do this for several hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I take off the oven mitt, and distracting her with the towel, I get my hand on the back of her neck. Now, you know that notion of, like, grabbing kittens by the nape of the neck to immobilize them?
Yeah.
Fake fucking news. That shit does not work.
Right.
Because she turns almost completely around and bites and scratches the ever-loving fuck out of my hand. But I've got a good grip on her, and I managed to maneuver her into the carrier. So after maneuvering her through, I close it up, and I felt bad, like, again, leaving her in this tight little, like, cramped space. But, humorously enough, by this point, I had been brainstorming names for this little bastard. The whole time I was trying to, like, fish them out from behind the pipes under the sink. And, like, I still don't know how they managed to, like... I think best I can guess is that they were looking for somewhere to hide and weren't satisfied with the options provided.
Mm-hmm.
So they, like, clawed the cabinet open and got inside. That's my best guess. Otherwise, I genuinely have no idea how she got in there. However, the first name I had been brainstorming was Butterscotch. Especially because of her little, like, spots. But I looked at my flayed hand. Like, I'll have to show you guys the scars sometimes. Like, she fucking got me. But I'm looking at my flayed hand, and I wasn't angry. How could I be? Again, like, I was looking at things from her perspective. Like, I would be stabbing the ever-loving shit out of someone trying to, like, put me back in this cage. Like, I can't fault her for that. But I also was frustrated because I couldn't, like, explain to her that what I was doing was in her best interest. And so I came to the conclusion that she's not very sweet, but I love her anyway. And that kind of sat in my mind for a bit. And I take her to the vet the following day, and of course, they ask for a name. Now, I hadn't come up with one by that point. I'd been brainstorming a couple. But that line kind of stuck in my head. She's not very sweet, but I love her anyway. Garlic. Not very sweet, but I love it anyway. And, they checked her out. So far as they could guesstimate, she was only like 8 to 10 months old. As far as they could tell, she wasn't pregnant, which I was thankful for. And what was most surprising of all, she did not appear to have any ticks or fleas. Which was...
That's handy.
It was very handy, because I was about to try to acclimate her with Licorice, given that I had now named her.
Right.
0.64. So that was the first time. Well, that was the overall adoption of Garlic. However, she ended up being introduced to Licorice much, much sooner than I anticipated. Because the thing I keep forgetting is that Licorice is a dumbass. He takes after his father that way. And what I did not realize is my studio apartment was not built to spec. Which is fair, they, like, basically finished it at the beginning of the pandemic. So, it's understandable that a couple of things were rushed. I get that. But, they... Again, bless Garlic, and bless Licorice. Because being in this studio apartment, the only way I could keep them separated so that Garlic could get acclimated to the environment and Licorice could get acclimated to her smell was to keep her in there. Well, at one point, Licorice goes up and he's like scratching on the door. He wants to be let into the bathroom. And I'm like, tiny dumbass, you can't go in there. And he gets all big, he stretches up towards the door handle. Because again, he's a clever little shit. He understands how the door handle works. And I'm like, that's, you know, I'm gonna stop you before you open the door. Except, he doesn't even need to turn the handle. Because him putting his weight against the door was enough to push it open. Because I later found out that, they put the door in wrong, and so it'll close, but it won't latch unless you pull up on the door handle. So the door swings
Nicely
open,
done.
Licorice lands, and I'm standing behind him like, oh, fuck, a fight is about to ensue. Great. Except, Licorice lands, he's got all four paws, and he's looking in. Now, Garlic, bless her sweet, fiery soul, she was sick of the bathroom. She wanted nothing to fucking do with the bathroom anymore. She was done. And so, the portal had opened. She takes her first opportunity and she darts out the gap. However, she is tiny. Even by, like, 8 to 10 months old cat standards.
Uh-huh.
And this is because I later found out that she's a tortoiseshell miniature mix. Or a munchkin, that's the word, sorry. She's a munchkin mix. So, she darts right between Licorice's legs. And, off into the apartment yonder. Now, I watch her kind of run. She turns the corner and she hides under the bed. Okay, fair enough. But I look back at Licorice, and he has, at this point, like, something zipped between his legs. He rapidly turned around, but he's just kind of standing there, staring into the middle distance. And I can almost see the, like, loading bar going on over his head. As it occurs to him what just happened. And after a couple of seconds, he puts it together and darts into the apartment to chase after her, which is when the fight under the bed ensues. Now, it wasn't too strenuous, but I was worried for Licorice's safety. Because again, like, Garlic had no fucking problem flaying me open. You know, why would she hold back for a cat?
Right.
And, thankfully Licorice sort of, like, crawled from back out under the bed. And he's looking at me like, hey, you might want to do something about that. Just saying. So, at that point, I'm like, okay, there's no way in fuck I'm getting her out from under the bed. I've got to, like, I guess she's just gonna get acclimated to the apartment now. Well, that was all well and good up until it came time to get her spayed. Because she's just been chilling under the bed. And granted, at night, she would come out and, like, slowly explore. I remember at one point, she hopped up on the bed, and, I turned to kind of face her. I was like, oh, hey. But she, like, scrambles off the bed, practically screaming. And again, it's another one of those, I look at her situation, and if I entered a room, and a fair portion of the floor just, like, upends itself to look at me, I'm probably gonna leave that room pretty quickly.
Right.
But it came time to get her into the kennel again, so that I could take her to get spayed. Now, I tried just shy of everything. But eventually, I'm like, okay, because I would try to reach, like, and grab her from the left side, she'd go over to the right side. I'd go over to the right side, she'd go back to the left side. Like, you know, we did this for a couple of rounds. And eventually I stand up, and I grab one end of the box spring and the mattress, and I just hoist them up on their side. And Garlic is left, like, looking up at me, crouched down, with an expression of, "Oh, I did not know you could do that." So, she darts over into the corner, and I try cornering her with the towel. And, like, she's just not having it. So I back off to kind of let her cool down, and while I form, like, a battle plan. Well, while I'm standing off to the side, she wanders out of the corner, and I can see how her little mind gears are turning. You know, she's got her thinking cap on. Because she goes over to start investigating the bed. Well, she can't hide under there anymore due to due to me upending it. Mm-hmm. And she's like, alright, shit. I would love to hide under this cabinet, but this asshole stuffed all these towels here, so I can't get under there. Oh, hey, fuck yeah, there's a little cave right here. Sick. And she proceeds to go directly into the kettle. And I'm just like, oh, okay then, sure. I walk over, I close the door, and off we go.
Handy.
Yep. My favorite story with her, though, is, you know, my friend met up with me to get her spayed. We bought, like, a dog kennel, because when spaying is a lot more intensive than neutering, you really don't want the cat doing a whole lot of, like, physical activity.
Right.
After being spayed. So, they're like, you know, we've got this cone for her, but we really recommend you keep her, like, in an enclosure where she can't jump up on anything. And I was like, perfect, I'll give her a little kennel. I did manage to navigate, like, the litter on, like, a small box of litter onto one side, and her food and water onto the other side, and, like, a comfy bed for her to lay. And so we brought her home, and despite being drugged, she's still furious about just life. Mm-hmm. So, like, I navigate her into the kennel, but she's just hissing and spitting about it the entire time. And so I'm hanging out with that friend, and eventually it comes time to open up the kennel and give her her medication. And my friend comes over for the first couple of nights to, like, help me give them the medication. But eventually they're busy. They're unable to come over. So I have to give Garlic the medication myself. Now, giving a cat a shot of medicine in the mouth is not particularly fun. It's a little better when you have two people, one person to hold the cat down, the other person to inject the medicine. I was thankful that I didn't have to, like, prick her with any needles. I just needed to squirt, like, the juice in her mouth. Mm-hmm. But even so, she had proven that her mouth was fairly dangerous.
Right.
She had also proven that grasping her by the nape of the neck didn't exactly work. So the tactic we had kind of formed was that one of us would pin down her shoulder and her butt, which would usually cause her to flip up over onto her side and hiss, and then we would squirt the medicine into her open mouth. She hated this process. To her credit, so did I. But now I had to give her medicine alone. I'm like, okay, I can't navigate a syringe and a fucking, like, angry, snarling cat at the same time. Like, this is gonna be tricky, but she's gotta get her medication. Like, it's gotta happen.
Right.
You know, one way or another, she's gotta get this. And I can't just, like, squirt it in her food. So, I'm trying to, like, pin her down by the shoulder and navigate the syringe with my other hand. And by this point, she'd kind of caught on. And good on her for it, because even though I was holding her down on the one side, she wasn't opening her mouth. But she was, like, doing the huff thing and trying to, like, scratch at me. Which I had never met a cat who did. Did you guys ever see the Aristocats back in the day? Mm-hmm. You know the, like, thing that the one kitten does?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I had never met a cat that actually did that until Garlic. Like, she was fucking furious. And was just like, she couldn't hiss because then I would squirt the medicine in her mouth. So she's just doing the, like, thing while trying to swipe at me. And doing a pretty good job of it, considering the cuts she left. And, I'm like, alright, at this point, I put the medicine down, and I pin her with, like, both hands, and I just start petting her. Because, again, I'm trying to communicate as best I know how that I do not mean her any harm. You know, I am here to help, as much as to her perception it may not seem that way. And, as I'm sitting there, like, petting her, and this is the first time I've really pet her, because she, like, has obviously been very standoffish and not cooperative up to this point. And again, good for her. But being this standoffish and now being able to pet her, she is glaring at me. Absolute daggers. Again, if looks could kill, I would have been assassinated. However, she starts purring. And not quietly either. I'm just sitting here like, yeah, you like this? You fucking enjoying this? There's, like, plenty more where this came from if you fucking cooperate. And I seem to get through to her at least somewhat, if not with my body language. Because after, like, petting her for a bit and getting her to purr, I was able to kind of grab her mouth, get it open enough to, like, squirt the medicine in there, and then close the cage and let her, like, have the rest of the afternoon. after that, that became our ritual. I wouldn't pin her down. I would reach in and start petting her. Wait until she was purring up a storm, then, you know, squirt the medicine in. But I also kind of became acutely aware. I was like, okay, I can't just pet her when I'm going to give her medicine, because then she will associate petting with this negative notion of receiving medicine. It's carrying over here. Nice. And so at one point, I petted her, gave her medication, pulled the medication away, and then continued to pet her. Oh, I hear Neva. But yeah, her just purring at me so fucking loud while she was just glaring daggers is still one of my favorite stories.
Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Purr.
Purr. The one that absolutely fucking melted my heart was, at one point, I had sort of gotten the notion that I'd gotten a little too lucky with her not having, like, any ticks or fleas or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Because after a while, you know, she would nap on, like, part of my bed. She would nap on, like, the bed sheets, or not the bed sheets, the, like, folded towels. She had her little, like, area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was vacuuming, and I started to notice that over the past couple of days, like, cleaning up stuff, there were these little, like, sesame seed-looking chunks that were around, the areas where garlic was laying. And at one point, I went over and I kind of started to pet her, and I looked, and one of these little fragments is hanging from her butt. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I get kind of crazy when I'm cooking, but, you know, I'm not throwing sesame seeds all over the place. I feel like I would have noticed me doing that.
Right. I made food here.
Oh, hey. So I'm like, what the fuck are these things?
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are these things? And let's see.
I got the corpse right here by me.
Oh, nice.
Well, not a corpse yet. That was...
The soon-to-be corpse.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Thank you. Didn't even run.
How about that?
Yeah, sometimes they glitch out like that.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But
You should be able to locate the one I got by scent.
yeah,
Because I can't eat these little gore piles.
I'm hanging out by it. So, you know, I basically take a picture of one of these things as best I can. And I reverse, like, Google image search it. And I do not like what I find.
Right.
Because what I find are tapeworm eggs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I've never dealt with a cat with tapeworms. I don't know, like, what to do. And it turns out what you do is you talk to your vet, and they give you a medication for it.
Right.
But after that point, like, I became hyper vigilant. I was like, all right, I didn't recognize these symptoms. I should have recognized them, like, sooner, because by this point I'd had her for a couple of months, was feeding her regularly, but she was still just as tiny as when we had gotten, or when I'd gotten her initially.
Right.
So, like, it's always in hindsight that you look back and realize, like, the weird things that you just didn't pick up on in the moment. And I'm fortunate that it was, like, as minor and easy to deal with as it was. However, as I stated, I became hypervigilant of all of her symptoms. And at one point, it was night, I was battling with a particularly bad bout of insomnia, and Garlic hopped up on the bed, and I started petting her. And I'm petting her for a good hot, 10, 15 minutes. I don't know how much time passes, but she's not, like, pulling away from the affection.
Mm-hmm.
And after a bit, she, like, rubs her chin up against my forearm, and it was then that I felt, like, the wet kind of slime across my forearm. I reach over, I turn on the nightlight, and she is drooling. Just buckets. And I'm not one to panic, but, like, my heart rate goes up as I'm like, oh sweetness, what's wrong this time? Like, what new thing am I gonna have to learn to deal with? So I look up, help, my cat is drooling. And do you want to know what Google so helpfully returned for me?
What?
That cats will drool when they are exceedingly happy. And I started to tear up. And I'm looking at her like, oh my fucking god, you little baby. Look at you. And, yeah, every so often these days, if the pets get particularly good, she will drool. Man, I fucking love her. Oh my god, it's midnight. Oops.
Could be worse. Could be 1 a.m.
It could be.
Yeah. This is true. Seems like we're doing pretty good.
I'd say we're doing alright.
When the growth hits 100%, that's when you level up or change
Right.
size, right?
Yeah. You have to hit escape and hit the growth button, but yeah.
I'm at 77%, which means I am just a baby.
Yeah, I'm at 83.
Coincidentally, I'm at 83 to go from sub-adult to full adult.
Wow. Look you go. Well, I should probably pack it in. Given I have
Yeah,
work in the morning.
we probably should.
But what a good note to end on. Good cat stories and other shenaniganry. Keith, thanks for hopping in.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for letting me jump in with you guys.
For sure.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, no, again, playing herbivores is also a fun experience from the other side of, like, being hunted. The plus side being that food is much more readily available.
Yeah. Understandable.
But I think I'll take a couple bites here and we'll sign off.
Fair enough.
Sweet. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Always a delight. Go check out AvronPlays over on Twitch and the Yatubs. Keith, I'm not sure if you have any social
No.
medias you want me to plug.
I don't think so.
Cool. Well, check out Keith wherever you may find him, which is nowhere.
Yeah, if you find me, I'll be impressed.
Yeah. Simple as. Alright, deuces all.